Is this your first video with this camera?
No, this is like, I've used this those times.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey guys!
Who even are you? Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you didn't know me, I'm Molly. This is my partner Luke. We are doing the third trimester Q&A, the last one in the pregnancy. How are you feeling? Do you remember doing the first trimester one? Was it first trimester or second? No, because we didn't announce it first trimester.
It feels like it's been going on for ages, but it's also gone really fast.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like when we look back at all the previous videos we did, that seems like so long ago. But now it seems like we've not got long left at all. It's just going way too fast at the minute.
Yeah.
He is going to be obviously the world's most sensiblest dad.
Sensiblest?
Sensiblest. We're making you little farty noises. So I'll ask the first question and then you can ask the second question.
Okay.
Does your husband ever feel the baby move? How does he feel about it?
I'm not a husband.
He should well be. There should be 2 rings on this finger and there isn't even one.
There's 2, look, there you go.
This finger is missing a piece.
What was the question?
No. Does your husband ever feel the baby move and how does he feel about it?
Yes, I do. I don't like it. It creeps me out.
When was we laid down? It's been a lot recently actually. I'll be laid down at night and she'll be going crazy and you can see how like pale it goes and...
It's just weird, especially when you see it happen as well. So.
Well, what do you think was going to happen? It's only going to get worse. Do you like feeling it, just not seeing it? Or does it all just creep you out?
It's all just a bit weird.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if
I don't like it.
Do you not?
No.
Do you not find it like cute?
No.
To be fair, I don't think a lot of men do.
No. It's...
Whereas we've just got to... I'm not going to say put up with it, but we have to feel it, so I don't think it really bothers us. There might be some women out there that really don't like it.
Ooh.
Tired? You haven't done nothing all day.
Busy day doing nothing. If you have any stretch marks, how do you feel about them? Or are you worried about getting them? I've got a few actually.
This is actually really relevant because I got my first stretch marks. It was only like the other week, wasn't it? Well, we think it was only the other week.
It's like a couple of days ago.
Was it a couple of days ago?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, literally, quite recently. Basically, Luke took a picture of my belly from underneath, didn't you? Like, laid on the floor, because we were just messing about. Is it... I looked at the photo and I saw a stretch mark and he was like, no, it's not. And then he looked, and there actually was. It's
really low, though. It's like, it's not on your belly. It's like
no. It's like my pubic area, isn't it? Like, it's really strange. Now, at first, I was really upset. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'd love to be one of these people who can really embrace stretch marks, but I was really sad when I was really good. But I don't think overall during the pregnancy, I wasn't bothered at all, was I? I was like, oh, forget them, I get them. Because I have stretch marks anyway. But these ones are quite purple, whereas my other ones were just like quite faded white. I don't know, I think I'll grow to love them, but right now, I'm not a huge fan of them. But this whole pregnancy, I was just like, yeah, I'll never be bothered. And literally the minute they come, I was bothered. But I don't think, like throughout this whole pregnancy, I don't think I've been too bothered about the weight gain or anything like that. Do you think I've been? What are you talking about?
She's not been bothered about the weight gain.
Shut up. Basically, the midwife told
me. Eat more.
No, the midwife told me that I put on a little bit too much weight. But I'm growing another human being. If I want a biscuit, I'm going to have a biscuit.
Me too.
And he's not grown another human being and he's going to eat all these biscuits, so why can't I? How long has Luke taken off work? My partner's struggling to get enough time off. Have I taken off work?
How long am I taking off? I don't know.
It's a bit of a tricky one really, isn't it? Because you started a new job. You've got to like work so many weeks.
Yeah, so you have to work like, is it like 26 weeks to get maternity, which I don't qualify for, but then maternity's like only £150. So I'm taking holiday, but I don't know how much holiday I've got.
No, I think we're just gonna wing it, and then if it means him taking a little bit more time off, then it means he's taking a little bit more time off, doesn't it? Yeah. We'll play it by ear.
I think I'll have a good 2 weeks off.
Yeah. But I think that I've not even spoken to you about this yet. But I think if worst case scenario I go in for a C-section or something, I think I'd rather, if I'm in hospital for a few days, I'd rather you work until I'm home. Do you know what I mean? And then you take your time off when I'm at home, because you're not going to be any use to me sat at home whilst I'm in hospital. You may as well go to work. Do you know what
I said that as well. Like, if you're in labour for like days,
that's
there's no point in me being there.
That's a different story.
It's not.
Yes, it is. Because afterwards, I'll be able to just crack on about your whatever. But before, I'm going to need you there by my side 24/7. I think it's just like the fear of being on my own in the hospital. That's what scares me. How are you feeling about the labour? I've got a feeling he's going to pass out. 100%. If he looks down there and
I
sees
ain't
what's
looking
going
down
on,
there.
I think you're pretty good with anything really. Nothing really much grosses you out, does it?
No.
But I don't think he's going to cope very well. If you're struggling seeing the baby move, I don't think you're going to struggle. I think you're going to struggle.
I'm not going down that end.
I didn't think.
I don't think they let you either.
Yeah, they do.
Well, normally I've people I've spoke to said they put like a board, so you don't look down that way.
That's when you have a C-section.
Oh.
No, with a C-section.
I'll look then.
You'd look if I had a C-section.
Yeah, I thought that'd be well cool.
You'd definitely pass out.
No, because I like gory bits.
What is the cat doing?
It's coming in.
So yeah, all in all.
About 2 weeks.
Yeah. Hopefully 2 weeks.
Do you have a birth plan?
Do you know what birth plan is?
Plan your birth? No.
No, honestly, no.
What's that for?
Oh, I've just done that. Honestly, no. If you know me, I am a planner. I like to plan everything. I like to organise everything down to like the T, don't I? And if it doesn't go to plan, I freak out.
Stresses.
I stress so much, and it's just the end of the world, even though I know it shouldn't be.
And somehow, it's always my fault.
Yeah. So, in order for me not to freak out, I'm not planning the birth at all. Whatever happens, happens. If it's a C-section, if I push, if I'm induced.
You're going to have to push.
Well, no, not if you have a C-section, you don't have to push.
Not true.
But no matter what happens, it happens. I don't know what happens.
Right.
So yeah, whatever happens, just it happens. I'm not overthinking it. Have you got any plans? Just to rock
I
up
ain't got
and
a
be
clue
there?
what's going on.
Do you
The
not?
midwife told me to pack a big pack up.
Yeah, you're gonna need a big pack up.
And that's all they said.
Do you not have any clue whatsoever what's going on?
No.
Really?
Really?
Do you have any expectations?
We'll go in and come out with a baby.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hopefully within like a couple of hours.
that's your expectation for a few hours. It takes a few hours just to push sometimes, let alone getting from the 0 centimetres to 10.
Yeah. Nah.
Nah, we're gonna go in 2 hours max. We're gonna have a baby. We're gonna come out the same day, and all's what is going on? Is your plug?
Well, don't use my plug then.
Oh. There's a party going on in here.
Epilepties.
There we go.
Answer the question.
Do you have a birth plan? I don't have a birth plan.
I'd like to have a water birth.
Oh, would you? Would you like to get in the water as well? Why do you want a water birth then? Or is it just because it's cool?
It'd be like Jaws.
No. You still don't want to be in the water with me?
No, well, not when you like blop it out.
Blop it out?
Blop.
That's how you describe the birth of your daughter. Blop it out.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to have a water birth too, but I think the hospital that we go into, I'm sure they only have like a certain amount of birthing pools, and if they're full, they're full. I could be wrong, but I'm sure that's the impression that I got. Why do you want a birth pool?
Cool, innit?
Great reason.
Just cool.
Just cool.
I think it'd be better for you as well.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot more relaxing to be fair. Ew.
Take it easy.
You're gonna ask yourself your own question.
What is Luke most scared of? Being there for ages.
Is that really what you're scared of?
No, it'd be probably like just coming home with a newborn baby and
having to wing it.
yeah, like you don't know what to do you?
I suppose that you're going in, aren't you? And then you're coming out with this whole new responsibility.
Yeah.
And you've never even really held a baby much, have you? You'll be fine. I'm going to be there the whole time.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you'll be fine. I think literally you'll be scared to change a nappy for the first
No,
time.
that don't bother me either.
Do you not?
No.
I think that you'll change your mind once she's here. I think it might. I'm worried about changing a nappy for the first couple of times because you want to break them. But don't get that
Yeah,
in your head.
that's strong.
But don't get that in your head because they actually are really, really strong. So don't take my advice because I've just planted somewhere that I should not plant it. But yeah, so what?
Strong.
I dribbled.
Move like butter.
So is that what you're worried about? Just coming home with the baby and not knowing what to do?
That first night is going to be like so scary.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I'm terrified that I'm gonna get, or you are gonna get like sleep. Is it sleep time anxiety? So that when they're asleep, you like watching them to make sure that they're like still alive. I'm so scared I'm gonna get that. So scared. That's what So is that your answer to that question?
Yes, that is my answer to that question.
Are you breastfeeding or bottle feeding?
We're gonna breastfeed.
For them today's. No, we're gonna I'm gonna say this as the easiest way as possible. I'm gonna give it a good go. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. I think at first I was like, yes, breastfeed, that's it. All I want to do is breastfeed. No excuses, breastfeed, blah blah blah. But I think now, like hearing everybody's stories, like you're constantly every 2 hours for the first 6 weeks before they can go onto a bottle. I don't know if I'll be able to cope. Every 2 hours for 6 weeks straight. Solid.
I'll get away with it then, huh?
But like, I give it to. Oh, stop doing that.
Yeah, but we can have both.
Not for the first 6 weeks. Apparently not for the first 6 weeks anyway. Please tell me if I'm wrong. But midwife told me that you're not supposed to mix bottles or dummies in if you're trying to fully breastfeed for the first 6 weeks, because it confuses them and then they'll rather take the bottle rather than the nipple.
Because it's easier.
Yeah. So I'm just terrified that I'm going to get so drained and I'm just going to give up. I honestly, that's my thoughts right now.
Yeah, but we've got a pump.
Yeah, which is if I do end up going onto a bottle, me personally, if she does end up going to a bottle, I will pump and put that into a bottle. We'll still use breast milk regardless, unless obviously I can't produce breast milk. But,
You can.
Can I?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Willpower. Is it a struggle to do it whilst it's pregnant? Do what?
Whilst it's pregnant.
Struggles to bend over whilst it's pregnant.
I don't think they meant that.
Yes.
Bending over, as Luke said, is bloody hard. So, is it a struggle to do it whilst being pregnant? I think they're on about doing it. Like doing it.
We don't do that. My mum watches this.
Oh no, we need to keep this PG because Luke's mum watches. Hi Luke's mum.
Yes.
Yes, and let's move on. How many unwanted belly touches have you had?
Me?
Yeah.
I ain't had any. One.
I have had one. I've had one person who I didn't want to come up and touch my belly. I've had plenty of people touch my belly.
My brother did it as well, didn't you? He was like, this is a bit weird.
Yeah, well I straight away told her, okay, this is weird. And then something got off me.
Yeah, but he was just like fascinated. Cause he's never really seen a pregnant person before.
No, but that wasn't the unwanted belly touch. I've had loads of people touch my belly, but there's only been one time it's been unwanted.
Say a bit louder.
But yeah, I had that person just come up to me literally out of nowhere, didn't even know where they were coming from and just touched it. I was like, what are you doing?
That was when you were small as well.
Yeah, I wasn't big at all then. But yeah, so I've only had one unwanted belly touch and it was weird. I'd never just go up to some random person and just touch their belly whilst being pregnant.
I think it's the older person thing though.
I think it is. That's creepy. Yeah, I think it is, to be fair. But that is it for the questions.
How many times have I had my hand grabbed to do an unwanted belly touch?
How many times?
Every night.
Oh, when she's... That is the cat on the... What is he doing on that door?
He's licking his bum.
Stop it! Do you mind making it squeak whilst licking your butt?
Look at him, he's just staring at us.
Well, that's a bit off, don't you think? Look.
Back.
So, yes, I grab your hand all the time to put it on my belly. That's because throughout this whole pregnancy, I'll be like, she's moving, and he'll look, and she will stop moving. Or I'll put his hand on my belly, and she'll just completely stop, won't she? So now recently, she's moving a lot more. I've just been literally grabbing his hand and putting it on my belly. Even though I know he hates it.
I don't hate it, it's just strange.
It's like the first 1 or 2, you'll be like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's when it carries on for about 5 minutes, you're like, bleh,
Just, you can tell it makes you a little bit funny. It doesn't really bother me. The only thing that bothers me is when she kicks me in the rib. That really hurts. She does that quite a lot, actually, to be fair. Is that anything else you want to
No. Mr. Brian!
Mr. Brian, come and say hello. Oh, he really doesn't like.
Ah! My belly button! He proper clawed me!
He's like, nah, you're not coming to say hello? Bruh.
That's fun now.
Oh, that is fun. What was I saying? That is it from me and Luke from the 3rd trimester Q&A. If you liked it, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that post notification bell. Comment down below if you've got any more questions. Is that it from you?
It from me, is it from you?
It's from me, is it from you?
Yeah, I said that.
But is it though?
Oh,
You're not funny. You're just not funny.
come on, let's go now.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye. Get your scrubby feet out.